Hello, my darling. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Hopefully, you had a great night rest. Well, it's another beautiful Saturday morning, and I am here welcoming you again to another episode of A Little Sound with Miss B. I am still your one and only Miss B. So, let's do a little recap. Last week I talked about inflectional endings and I also focused my attention on plural markers where I said that plural markers are letters added to singular nouns to make them plural. In other words, once a plural marker is added to a singular noun, that noun automatically becomes a plural and of course countable. So last week we treated some of these plural markers and I remember I promised that I will finish it off today. We talked about IES and also the letter S as my plural markers. We also say that the S has two sounds where we have the S and Z sounds respectively depending on the word anyway. So finally I also say that we pronounce the S as S if the sound preceding the plural element is any of the voiceless sounds. Okay, but in order to have a clearer understanding on this particular topic, I think you should watch my previous video, that is inflectional endings. Inflectional endings, okay? That would help you remember. Okay? Having said all that, today we'll be talking about the plural marker S being pronounced as Z. Okay, we pronounce the plural marker S as if the noun ends with any of the voiced sounds. For example, we have voiced sounds like B, D, G, V, L, N, Ng. All these sounds, when you pronounce them, you realize that there is a vibration of the vocal cords. Okay, that is the reason we call them the voiced sounds. And of course, all the vowel letters are also voiced sounds. Okay, so I'll be taking them one after another so you can understand me better. First, let's talk about the B sound, which is represented with the letter B. I have word examples like bulbs, light bulbs, so don't say bulbs. And then I have jobs. I have 3 jobs. We have words like proverbs, clubs, cobwebs, crabs. This word babes, people pronounce that word as babes. Hey babes. Okay, the letter S that is producing the sound of Z, so you rather say babes. And by the way, the E there is silent. Okay, so that's it. And we move on to the next one, which is the D sound represented with the letter D. I have examples like cards. So we also have friends. They are my friends. Okay, so don't say friends. Hey, meet my friends. No, say friends. You can have words like ends meet. So don't say ends meet. Most people say that ends meet. Okay, so most people say ends meet. Okay, now talk about needs. My needs. Don't say needs. All my needs. No, all my needs. Keyboards. Maids. And they have words like heads. 2 heads are better than 1. I mean 2 good heads. I have words, the words of my mouth. So don't say words or words, the words of my mouth. And then I have kinds of fruits. So don't say kinds. I have thousands. I have shepherds. And the last one I can give you there is lands. Alright, let's talk about the G sound. This is represented with the letter G. I have examples like legs, dogs, flags, frogs, drugs, bags, eggs, hugs, and plagues. By the way, that word is plagues, not plagues or plagues. I don't know. Okay, now we'll move on to the next one, which is the V sound. Here we usually have E after the V. So in other words, the E there is silent. So examples are lives. So you don't say lives. Okay, the lives were saved. And then we have wives. We have explosives, and then we have relatives. They are my relatives. Okay, now let's talk about the sound, which is represented with the letter M. I have examples like rooms. There are 30 rooms in that hotel. 30 rooms, not rooms. Okay, we have 6 rooms in my house. And then I have drums. I have drums, I have stadiums, I have telefilms, I have systems. And then sometimes when B comes after the M, the B is silent. So you stop at M. That's why you could have word examples like bombs. Bombs were released. Bombs, not bombs. Okay? And then have words like tombs, where Jesus was laid. Tombs. Okay? And then we'll quickly move on to the N sound here. Have word examples like plans. What are your plans for the day? I have coins. Coins. How many coins do you have? Coins. Okay, so it's not coins. And then I have veins. Runs. It runs in my veins. Runs. Veins. So you don't say runs. Say runs. Okay? And then I have planes. Gains. Humans. I have emotions. Emotions. Okay? And the last one I can give you there is intestines. Of course, there is E there before the S, but the E is silent. Always remember that. Okay, I have the sound, which is represented with that letter that looks like N with a tail. Usually we see this sound when we have NG at the end, or even at the middle, at the end of your word mostly. So I have examples like kings. The kings and queens were invited. King of kings. So you don't say King of kings. King of kings. Okay, I have words like things. I have tongues. They spoke in an unknown tongues, not tongues. I have rings. And then I have savings. My savings account. And then I have warnings. I have buildings. So don't say buildings. Say buildings. Okay, so quickly move on to the next one, which is the vowels sound like O. Examples are shores, close, yours faithfully. You don't say yours faithfully, you say yours. Oh, you can say they're all yours, not yours. And then I have doors. The doors are open. Doors. All right. And then we have another one, which is the schwa sound, which is examples are sisters. So you don't say sisters, my sisters. I have 3 sisters. All right. I have mothers and fathers. I have pictures, the pictures. And then I also have figures of speech, not figures. Okay. And the last one I can give you there is colors. 7 colors of rainbow. Colors, not colors. All right, let's talk about the oi sound. Examples are boys, the boys and girls. Boys, not boys. And then I also have toys. Okay, now let's move on to the last plural marker for the day. That is es, which is pronounced as is. Okay, this is usually seen when a noun ends with any of these sounds. I will list for you now, which is z, sh, ch, j. All right. Okay. Don't worry. I'll break it down. Now I have this sound which is represented with the letter rise. I have examples like hiss, hisses. I have successes. Your successes are mine too. Successes. So you don't say successes. Okay. And then I have waitresses. 5 waitresses are working there. I have dresses. He bought me 2 dresses for my birthday. Cases. How many cases have you solved? Cases. And the last one I have there is choices. So not choices. All right, let's talk about the sound. Examples are praises. He showered me with praises. And then, of course, most people know this one. I have challenges, the challenges of life. And then I have raises. And then I have the chase sound, which is churches, churches. I have cages, cages, pages, pages, wages. The wages of sin is death. Wages, no wages. Okay. And the last one I have there is the sh sound, which is that letter that looks like S, very long, but it's not. Okay, I have examples like lashes, lashes. I have ashes, ashes to ashes. And then I have wishes, wishes. Okay, and that is it for today. Wow, thank God I was able to finish. I thought I wouldn't. So that is it for today. I hope you've learned a lot. And before we wrap it up for today, let me give you food for thought quickly, as usual. So my food for thought today is the choices you make today will determine where you'll be tomorrow. The choices you make today will determine where you'll be tomorrow. So whatever choice you're making, just know that it will determine your tomorrow. So make the right choice. I say if you must choose, then you have to choose the best. And that's where I will be saying thanks for joining me today again. I am sure you've learned something. I promise to keep the ball rolling. If you have a question, you can always ask me, and that's why I'm here. Remember, connect with me on any of my social media handles: Facebook, Instagram, and of course my YouTube channel, Miss B AJ. Alright? By the way, you can give me 3 words each for all the plural markers I've taught you so far. Give me 3 words each for all the plural markers I have taught you, and of course their right pronunciation. Okay, let's see who is following, and whoever that gets all of them will have a reward, of course, as usual. All right, thank you. I will come your way again next week with a different package, by the way. Don't forget to make a good choice today. Bye for now. Always keep in touch with us. I'll miss you. Education.